Okay, so recently Ludwig held an event where he had a bunch of creators and they all played some Burial Kart. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Burial Kart is, it's essentially Mario Kart, but you have to finish a beer during the race. It's like a fun little drinking game. I personally don't drink, but I'm not gonna lie, it does sound kind of lit, I will say. Now, during that event, there was a huge incident where one of the creators named Mango, who is a Smash Bros. Melee pro, and not only just a pro, a lot of people see this man Mango as the GOAT of Smash Melee. And unfortunately, he got too turned and started humping a bunch of women there.
We're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango, on the other hand, he's humping toes.
No.
End the stream! End it!
End the stream, Mango says.
End the stream!
Now, this whole clip is crazy, if we're being completely real. Number one, this man is talking about end the stream while he's over there humping on them. That is pretty odd. Why do you want that stream to end, brother? You know what I'm saying? Number two, the fact that this man just walks up to them and starts humping them is pretty crazy as well. I don't want to laugh, because this is a very disgusting and weird moment. But at the same time, it's just so odd because why is this man humping Toad? Like, why does he have the Toad little mushroom and he's humping it? But as you can see, they're legit disgusted. Right off the bat, you can see her face. She's like, heck no. And then he gets on the table and keeps on humping the Toad. But unfortunately, those were not his only victims. Another one was the streamer Senna.
Give me a full shot? That's fine.
Is it like good?
Right.
Like we have something or no?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
We need the live log.
Mango.
That is crazy. The fact that he starts in the back, sees the camera, walks up, then goes up to her shoulder and starts humping the Toad near her shoulder. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. And what makes it the craziest is that this is all happening live in 4K, Ultra HD. All the cameras are on, and all the women who are getting humped are like, ew. Like, what is this man doing? I feel like I don't really have to say much about these clips. I think we all can agree that this is some grade A sexual harassment, and it's pretty disgusting. And the fact that he's doing it live, like, we can only wonder what this man would do if the cameras were turned off. And what makes it even worse about this whole situation is that Mango has a son. I have no kids or nothing. I feel like I'm a little too young for that now. I'm only 22. But if I was an adult, this is not the kind of image I'd want to have online. For my son to see me go on a humping spree because I was too drunk, like, I don't know. I just find that insane. And after the whole situation, it seems like Mango actually put out a few tweets basically saying how he is very sorry for his actions. Here's one of the tweets. Hate waking up and seeing I was a drunk dumb. Don't feel like using drunk excuse because it's childish, but in the moment, I think everyone is as drunk as me, and that's usually not the case. I will privately apologize to anyone I made uncomfortable and hope I'm forgiven. Then you got a comment right here saying, you're not a teenager, dude. You clearly can't handle your alcohol, so either figure out a way to stop drinking or don't go to these events if this is how you're gonna be, which I completely agree with. Here's another one of his tweets. I feel very stupid and embarrassed. Think like 99% of my problems always stem from drinking, so I'm gonna reevaluate my relationship with alcohol. I'm not downplaying anything. I know I'm dumb and know better. I will accept any consequences that come my way. And for some reason, somebody in the comment section said, that's my GOAT. We are in the same boat. Gentleman drinker Mango coming. That is insane to call a man your GOAT right after he's live in 4K sexually harassing a woman. 3 women. Triple kill. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? And then here's another tweet that he put out. Couldn't sleep. Feel like I let so many people down. Talked to a few friends and just realized I have a problem. Everyone has coddled me for so long and kind of looked the other way when it came to my drinking. Don't want anyone to feel bad for me / defend me. Sorry to everyone I've let down or hurt. I know it just looks like I'm trying to save face, but I genuinely feel so awful about it. All I've done is reflect on my life and realize I'm a broken human. I will try and redeem myself over time, as I always do. Gonna stop drinking immediately and get it together. Sorry that I'm a up, but I will and can be better. And from this whole situation, you may be wondering, what were some of the consequences of his actions? Well, one of them was he got dropped from the org that he's in, Cloud9. They actually put out this statement right here today. We are aware of the recent incident involving Joseph Mango Marquez and fully acknowledge the concerns raised by our community and partners. Following an internal evaluation, we have made the decision to release Mango from Cloud9. Regardless of tenure or accomplishments, the behavior demonstrated is entirely unacceptable and directly conflicts with our organization's core values. We maintain a zero-tolerance stance regarding harassment or any other form of inappropriate conduct. Our primary focus remains fostering a respectful, inclusive, and safe environment for everyone associated with Cloud9. We will continue to collaborate closely with our talent, partners, and community to uphold and reinforce those standards. We wish Mango the best in his future endeavors. And Mango commented below saying, "I'm sorry, C9. You guys were always amazing to me, and I'm so sorry it has to end this way. Appreciate everyone at the org. C9 will always have a special place in my heart." And I feel like this was the right move for C9 to make. This is one of the people representing your brand. If that person is in 4K, sexually harassing women, and you as the org let that slide, it gives other people the green light to do something like this. So I think this was the right move for C9. Even though Mango has been in C9 for about 10 plus years, I still think it's the right move. One person could ruin future opportunities for your org, so I think this is completely valid. Ludwig also put out a statement because it was his event and Mango is a friend of Ludwig, and this is what he had to say.
So I feel really bad about that. And, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time. And if somebody appearing as somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not championing any other action. I'm
Looks like the clip cuts off right there. Unfortunately, I wish he was able to finish his sentence, but we get the gist. I think I agree with this as well. I feel like for Ludwig, it's kind of the same as what the orgs had to do. This was the right precaution to take. If you invite a friend into a space and your friend is harassing your other friends and business associates, I think it's the right move to just take that friend out of the equation and just take him out of the events as a whole. Because like he said, at the end of the day, this is a privilege. You never know who is watching you. A brand could have saw that clip and they may not have wanted to mess with Ludwig anymore because his friend is going around humping other people at his event non-consensually. Even though it's not Ludwig directly, it's an associate of Ludwig, and brands will take that into account. And also, it'd be pretty weird if Ludwig had that same event in the future, he invites similar people, and he goes around humping again. Then it's just this could have been all avoided if he would have just took him out of the equation in the first place. So yeah, like I said, I think this was a great move from Ludwig. Mango has also put out a final statement saying, "C9 dropping me, probably getting banned from tourneys. Fucking man, no one to blame but myself. But man, never thought I could hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry everyone, wish I was better. I had it all and tossed it in the trash can." And I will say, at least he's taking accountability for it. At least he's not over here just straight up blaming the alcohol or any other thing on the outside. At least he's just taking full accountability, which I will say that is great. But yeah, what can we take from this? Make wise decisions and do not let the lick take over, or any substance. Do not let any substance take over. Now, like I said earlier, Mango is a Smash pro, and for y'all that don't know, in the Smash community, there are a bunch of weirdos, as y'all could probably already notice. But I was scrolling through Twitter and I actually saw this tweet where it was this person who took a snapshot of a few people from the Smash community, and it was their response to the situation. And this is what a lot of them had to say. As you can see in the tweet, it says, "Mango sexually harasses multiple women on stream, makes everyone extremely uncomfortable. See Cloud9, we've decided to part ways with Mango due to this. Ludwig, I'm not inviting him to events anymore. Mango, I fucked up and I will accept the consequences and smash Twitter." This is what they had to say. I think you could have gone a little easier, and this is them replying to Cloud9. "This is an overreaction. Boo, nothing happened." Nothing happened is crazy when it is quite literally in 4K, 8K, Ultra Max HD. In my opinion, for one, this isn't helping the cancel culture ideology, and two, y'all shouldn't have kicked him over something like this. They shouldn't have kicked him over something like sexual harassment. Brother, what? Far worse things can happen. It's not like he was naked, grabbing people, etc. But hey, not my decision. wishing both sides the best through this. So because he wasn't naked humping them, the fact that he was drunk humping them and he wasn't naked makes it okay. But if he was naked, it'd be completely different. Are we serious, my boy? Actually, why am I even saying my boy? You are not my boy. Hold on. Let me take that back. Are we serious, boy? That sounds kind of crazy. But you guys bent the knee to Ludwig over something that was a slap on the wrist at best? Yikes. No. I don't think they could have just slapped something like this on the wrist. Because if they did, then he would have continued to do weirder things while drunk. Someone's got to stop him. And if that's Ludwig, C9, and all these other people, then I think that's completely fine. But yeah, Smash Twitter, a ton of weirdos. A lot of weirdos within that community. Only the Smash community would respond like this to sexual harassment. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All that being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK, Instagram Cameron WAK, Twitter Cameron WAK, Discord link in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. All that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron, and I'm out.